and my friend Chris have decided to create videos about us discussing something. Either be something we both have read, we've both watched, a movie, a TV series, pretty much anything. It can be political, it can be just something in general, something we both have an interest in, or something that we're knowledgeable about and we want to know what the other person thinks of a certain matter. So really it's just anything, and we're just going to discuss. So to make sure that these videos are not too long and us just rambling, we've come up with the solution to just ask like 1 or 2 questions about the subject and get our opinions on those. So he or I will come up with a question or a couple of questions about a certain subject and ask the other person their opinion and then give our opinion as well. We're just going to get things started with this first video. It might be a little bit longer than the other one since it's kind of explaining what we're doing. For the first subject, we're going to be talking a little bit about the Hunger Games series, most particularly the Mockingjay book. And my question is, what do you think about Prim's death? Like, what emotions were you going through? Do you think it was necessary? I guess just your thoughts on it. Go.
We were just talking about the Hunger Games trilogy. Long pause. About a week ago, right? Yeah. Prim, let's see if I remember the question. Something about Prim dying and everything else, how I thought if it maybe fit into the story correctly or not. It's been a while since I've read it, and I know we talked about it. When I read it, like, it worked. It worked for me, as in, it kind of gripped me into the story a little bit more. At the same point, I'm like, well, that sucks, because now she doesn't really have a sister to go back to that she's looked after her whole time, like the way in the first 2 books, kind of like it is that they described her as basically being the caring mother for Prim, and then in the very last book, near the end, that she can't, like, she dies while they're, like, just, I don't know. I'm 50-50. I think it adds great kind of like emotion to the book that you don't normally get, that you can kind of like when you get to the end of a book or an end of the series, your investment into it mentally and emotionally is you're kind of checking out. You're like, okay, I'm just ready to finish this, but it kept the story fresh for me. So Prim, I think it added an extra emotional level to keep me invested in the story. Was it probably necessary? No, but did it add some good stuff to the book? Yes, I feel it did. I felt it added just a little bit more to the book that kept it kind of like, so good. You know, just like TV shows where they kill off your favorite character. Like, I don't know, Bobby in Supernatural. Was that necessary? No. But did they? Yes. Did it piss me off? Yes. Okay. Goodbye.
Supernatural is for another time, Chris. Get on subject. Okay, so here are my thoughts. I think the reason Prim had to die was to end the story in a way that kind of seemed like it was all wrapped up and okay. Coin was no better than Snow. I'm pretty sure it was her that wanted to use capital children in the future Hunger Games. She's the one who made sure that Prim was there and that Prim died. Bitch. Coin was threatened by Katniss and wanted to destroy her, and the best way to do that was to kill something that Katniss loved, which was her sister. Katniss figures out that Coin was the one who orchestrated all this. She went ahead and killed her, and that kind of wrapped up that whole, this wasn't going to turn into a vengeance of the Capitol. It was going to be a better world, and we know that wouldn't have happened if Coin was in power. So that is my opinion on why Prim was killed, was because it was essential to wrap up the story. Now maybe if there was a couple more books, Prim wouldn't have had to die and we could have figured something else out or gone into the government of what Coin would have done and overthrowing her, which, you know, could get monotonous. But that is my opinion on why Prim had to die. But I agree, I did not expect it, and I was pretty upset with it. So, there's that. So, stay tuned, I guess, for more Chris and Amanda discuss something. What? We don't know. We don't care. We do what we want. We're grown.